ways to think about personal leadership vision to kind of come at it and create one for ourselves. One might be to think about legacy. What is it that you want to be known for? And what is it that you would like to leave for your organization? Maybe thinking about the contribution, the unique contribution that you can make based on your own strengths and your own unique set of experiences. You can think about something that you would like to create that would actually really inspire you to move forward. So that personal leadership vision is for your team as well, but I think it also serves that purpose of really motivating ourselves and inspiring us to take action to move forward. It's really the manifestation of many of the things that we've talked about already, our authentic selves, the values that we hold, our passions, our purpose. I think we start with pause again. There's that pause and reflection again. So taking the time to even think about it. So many leaders are just kind of rushing through that they don't stop to think about who do I really want to be as a leader and how would I even kind of characterize that and speak about the vision that I have for myself as a leader. So first, pausing and really reflecting on that. We'll do that in our class time together. We'll also help you do kind of a visualization around what you would like to bring forward. So visualizing is another way to kind of picture what it is that you would like to bring forth in your leading. I think you can think about those leaders, and we've already asked you to think about leaders who have been inspirational for you, but really think about what is the vision that they have set, what is the personal leadership style or goals that they've had that have been really inspirational to you. You want to think about a vision that's very much in alignment with your authentic self, with your and your organizational values and vision. So you may have talked in Strategic Mastery about the organizational vision, and this is a little bit distinct from that, but yet tied to it. So this is now your own personal vision, but of course it needs to be in alignment. It can't be a vision that does not really work with the vision of the organization. So alignment amongst all of those things. In class, we'll talk a little about culture and the types of cultures that are out there. So I think as you start to think about your own personal leadership vision, you want to think about what kind of culture would you like to create. And maybe you start by thinking about what type of culture exists now. Just a few words on that, and then we'll delve into this more in class. But a dependent culture, that would be more that traditional kind of culture, where authority is really responsible for leadership, much more of a top-down kind of leadership. Whereas the independent culture then, this is characterized much more by knowledge and expertise, kind of in all these different areas. So the decision-making and the responsibility and even the leadership is more decentralized in an independent kind of culture. And then this one, the interdependent culture. So everything is kind of all jumbled up here, but it really speaks to a collective kind of leadership where everyone is continually learning and everyone is collaborating all across the organization. So we'll come back to that, and that will be an important part of you thinking about what is your vision in terms of bringing forth a particular kind of culture in your organization. Well, after we create that vision, then we have to take action. So just the vision itself won't move us or get us there. So we have to really identify action steps that will move us in that direction. And in this program, you're really looking at 4 different domains of leading. So as you think about what action steps to take, you'll want to think back to all 4 of those domains. So what from Strategic Mastery, the one that really dealt with strategy and change and culture, What might be an action step in that domain that would move you toward your vision? In ROI mastery, where you talked about goal setting and measurements, what might be some steps there? What steps would really build your own self-awareness, leading to more self-mastery? And then the module that you've not had yet, but which will come last, is interpersonal mastery. So what might be some action steps interpersonally that will move you toward that vision? Yeah, and sometimes metaphor is really helpful for these. We are actually going to do an activity in class where we're using some metaphorical cards that are examples of cultures and leadership in those cultures. So I'll just throw out a few now so you can start to think about that. One would be the metaphor of geese in formation, and you as the leader at the head of that formation, which of course in real life leadership changes in a formation of geese. So maybe that would be a little more like the interdependent kind of culture. You as the leader of a squadron of jet fighters might be a way that you think about your leading. It might be more that you are creating a circle of inclusion. It might be that you are kind of co-creating partnerships of equals. Again, that reminds me a little more of this type of culture. Maybe a community of practice that you're really building. You might think of yourself as supportive teacher, or you might think of yourself as inspirational leader of innovators. So, and these are just a few of the examples of what your vision could be, but always picturing kind of the culture that you're wanting to lead, and then who would you be in bringing that forward. I think the first thing is to take, again, that time to pause and reflect, to really identify and in your mind commit to what it is that you want. And then really try it out, practice it, walk the walk in your real leading, in your real lives, and make adjustments as you go. I think another piece of it, and that's why we actually ask you to create one and to speak about it in class, is that in that way you're committing publicly to it. That adds a little bit of accountability to your moving toward your vision, but what it also adds is some power to your vision. I think once you've spoken, you have empowered yourself to really take those steps toward it. And then it also often brings support. When others know what you're intending and what you are hoping for and really moving toward, I think they step in line, they really support us in doing that. We also have to realize that a vision needs to evolve. So not holding it so rigidly that it can evolve with time, maybe with the team as it changes, with the mission of the team as it changes, all these external things that come into play, our vision has to adapt to those as well. So, as I've alluded to, in class, you will be creating your own personal leadership vision. You'll be sharing it in class, but then we'll be thinking about what of that can you share and who would it be important for you to share that vision with to get both the accountability, the power, and the support from that public commitment.